What's cracking, guys? Bruce Madsen here, your host of the show of Metric Scout Fantasy Football. And today we're dropping another rookie mock draft to get you ready for your rookie drafts, the NFL draft, and everything else. Today we're just going to keep it quick and simple. Superflex, 2-rounder. We did this the other day, and I figured I'd just post it up here on YouTube for you guys to view, analyze, and comb over. Do what you want with it. If this is something you're into, something you like, or if you need help getting ready for your rookie drafts that are coming up, hit that subscribe button. Watch the videos on this channel because I got more content than anybody else. But with that being said, let's hit up this rookie mock draft. Let's get this draft started here. We're going to do round one. I'm just going to go over the draft real quick and then go over everything at a micro standpoint. Just get my thoughts and feelings over the landscape of the round, then move on to the next round. So let's get this cracking. At the 101, we drafted Breece Hall, running back from Iowa State. At 102, Kenneth Walker, running back from Michigan State, comes off the board. 103, Malik Willis, quarterback from Liberty. At the 104, Garrett Wilson, wide receiver from Ohio State. At the 105, Drake London from USC. At 106, Treylon Burks, wide receiver from Arkansas. At 107, Desmond Ridder, quarterback from Cincinnati. At the 108, Jamison Williams, wide receiver from Alabama. 109, George Pickens, wide receiver from Georgia. At the 110 spot, Isaiah Spiller, running back from Texas A&M. At 111, Chris Olave, the other wide receiver from Ohio State. And at 112, to round out the first round, Kenny Pickett, quarterback from Pitt. I'll have the first round posted here so you can get a good look at what just happened in the draft. I'm going to have the quarterbacks in the goldish yellow color so you know where they're going since it is super flex. One thing to note here, Kenneth Walker going at the 102. Usually 103, 104, 105 range. 102 here, highest I've seen him going super flex. Malik Willis going at 103 due to being bumped down by Kenneth Walker. Cheapest I've seen him in super flex usually is 101, 102 range. And this is the recent drafts. I'm not talking about the ones in like December or whatever. Thing about Kenneth Walker is if he goes to a good spot, gets higher draft capital than expected, maybe top tier second round, we could see this. We could see this in a lot of rookie drafts. We could see Malik Willis fall into the 103 in some drafts. He'll probably be 101, 103 if that happens. Kenneth Walker could be a riser. 103 range for Kenneth Walker, 104, that's still in the cards, but I could see 102 here. It's not outside the realm of possibilities. If you're wanting Kenneth Walker in Superflex, be prepared for a bump up because that could happen. I do not see him falling in the draft. I feel like draft capital is going to be there for him, and I feel like he's going to hold his value. The wide receivers, the big three, as I call it, Garrett Wilson, Drake London, Treylon Burks, they're usually flipped and flopped in drafts. Nothing new here with that. Desmond Ridder at 107. I said it somewhere. I don't know if it was in one of the recent videos or on Twitter or on another platform. I said Ridder's going to see a big rise in value. There's a lot of chatter about him. We see it here in the draft. 107 here. He's got some Konami code to his game and is a good developmental prospect. There is some things that could hit for us. And where he goes in drafts, going to impact where he goes in rookie drafts. 107 as a speculative quarterback asset. It's pretty rich. But again, it may be a possibility too. So we're just going to have to wait and see. Jamison Williams, George Pickens, Isaiah Spiller. I'm seeing Isaiah Spiller fall in drafts a little bit. I'm seeing him go in the 110 range. It could be farther after the draft, or he could get bumped up, depending on where he goes. But there's some speculation that it may not be sunshine and rainbows on draft day. Jamison Williams, 108. I feel like that's a good price. George Pickens, 109. I feel that's appropriately priced considering recency bias with the ACL, but talent-wise, I feel like he should be up with the big three. I think he's up there with Garrett Wilson, Drake London, and Treylon Burks, and you're getting a discount. Even at 109, paying more than second round, 110, 111. I feel like that's a good discount for a talent like George Pickens. I feel like that's a good price point. I love George Pickens. Chris Olave, 111. That's where he's going to fall in drafts. He's going to be in draft in the first round no matter what this year. Probably going to go to a decent situation, and we're just going to wait and see, like with all these players. But I feel like that 111, 110 range, that back half of that first round, is where he's going to be nestled in. Kenny Pickett, the third quarterback draft in this draft, feel like he's a shoe-in for being a first rounder. I'm not really sold on him. Limited college production. I want to see where he goes. I want to see if he can develop. But with quarterbacks, usually the ones we're the most skeptical on that are drafting the first round have been hitting lately. So I'm not going to stay away from them completely, but I am going to be a little bit leery. 112 is a good price point for a first-round quarterback in Superflex. I think that's a good discount. With this group of quarterbacks, though, they're very rough. So we're going to see values all over the boards and drafts. That's why I've been doing so many mock drafts this year. But with that being said, let's move on to round 2. To kick things off with round 2, here is the 201, and that's Christian Watson, wide receiver from North Dakota State. At the 202, wide receiver Sky Moore from Western Michigan. At 203, Matt Corral, quarterback from Ole Miss. 204, Jahan Dotson, wide receiver from Penn State. 205, Zamir White, running back from Georgia. 206, David Bell, wide receiver from Purdue. 207, Rashad White, running back from Arizona State. 208, Trey McBride, tight end from Colorado State. At the 209 spot, James Cook, running back from Georgia. At 210, Justin Ross, wide receiver from Clemson. At 211, Sam Howell, quarterback from North Carolina. And 212, Kyron Williams, running back from Notre Dame. And that is it for the second round. I'll have that one posted on the screen as well. 2 quarterbacks coming off the board here, unless I missed one, Matt Corral and Sam Howell. Sam Howell's at a big discount here at 211. That's cheap. That is cheap. I like the cheaper quarterbacks in this draft. Whoever falls, I'm into. I'm into Matt Corral too in the second round. I like him a lot, especially for his price tag and rookie drafts. Price point matters to me. I don't hate players. I hate ADPs. 203, though, that's a good spot for a quarterback who's more than likely going to be drafting the first round. Many had him as the QB1 during the season last year. I did personally. I think there's a lot of goods to his game, and I feel like if you're taking a risk at a quarterback or you're shooting your shot on a quarterback, 203 is a good price tag for Superflex. I like Sky Moore a lot. One of my big-time wide receivers in the second round. Christian Watson, I'm warming up to. I just need him to go to the right spot. I like the athleticism. I like what I see on tape a little bit, but I really want to see where he goes because he is transitioning from a small program to the NFL. Jahan Dotson, I'm kind of leery on. I know he's more than likely going to be a first rounder or early second rounder. I got to see with him. Zamir White is one of my running backs in this year's draft. I feel like he has a lot of upside in his game. A lot of people are dissing on him because he didn't catch passes out of the backfield. I feel like there's burst. I feel like he can get it done between the tackles. And I'm not expecting all these running backs that I like to be RB1s. I'm expecting to get returns out of the investment. That's one thing you have to look at with these players. What are you expecting to get out of them? I'm expecting a good running back asset out of Zamir White. I'm expecting him to have some upside, but I'm expecting him to get the opportunity to succeed early in his career as well because I'm expecting him to get drafted pretty high in the draft. Second round, third round-ish, probably a third rounder, more than likely, day 2 guy. And I feel that with Zamir White. Got the Georgia helmet on. He's a high-end recruit coming out of high school, has decent production metrics, not the highest, not the best, but good enough. The tape is there, though, and I feel like big NFL is going to like him. David Bell is one of my top wide receiver prospects. With him going to 206, any draft, 1 QB, super flex, that's a misstep there. I feel like he should be around the 201, 202 range. He'll probably fall a little bit in the draft. I could see Sky Moore and Christian Watson both drafted ahead of him, but the talent's there. Situation could be there for him too since he's going to be a cheaper prospect. In the actual NFL draft, I could see him getting drafted in the second round, maybe third round. I see day 2 in his future. Rashad White, 207. I feel like this is the appropriate price for him because he could go either way on us. A lot of people are speculating that he'll fall in the draft, and Big Fantasy likes him. So I'm kind of in the middle of that because I see both stories, and I can see how he could succeed. I could see how he could fail, and I'm really watching his draft status. Justin Ross at 210. I feel like this is a big discount, probably the biggest discount of this draft of what we're covering today. Big-time wide receiver. He has the potential to be our Keenan Allen of this draft. dropping due to that injury, really. And he could really resubmit himself as a top-tier talent. Honestly, before he missed time with that injury, he was considered one of their top wide receivers in college football. He would have been in that Big Three discussion. He would have been in that first-round discussion. We would be arguing him versus Treylon Burks, him versus Drake London. Now he's down here. This is a good discount for a talent. Even if he falls in the draft, I'm still buying those dips. Connor Williams at 212. Fell on his face at the combine. Got to see if big NFL likes him. All in all, though, I'm very skeptical. And that's it for our 2-round rookie mock draft. Let me know what you think about this draft in the comments. Are you into some of the picks? Who got overdrafted for you? Who got underdrafted for you? Who is the steal? I let you know about mine. Let me know about yours. But thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button on the way out so you can get more rookie draft content, more Dynasty League football content, and everything else. Again, I want to thank you, and I'll catch you next time.